This is Flight Doc with another look at FS2024, an ILS flight. And so here's some of the essentials. We start off in Simbrief and set up our flight plan. Other essentials summarized when you open the briefing preview. You can pull out all kinds of data that you will need to program your flight computer, including wind speed, runways, and wind direction, air pressure, that kind of thing. I summarize it up front into a little sheet like this. Makes it much easier later when you get into the airplane. So in the flight planner, you know you're going to select your departure and destination. In this case, I'm going to start at a gate because I want to go through the gate procedures and all the setup procedures. But in the EFB, you're actually going to have your runways selected. Departure runway, arrival, your SIDS and stars, procedures. Now I forgot to set that in this sample. I did have to adjust the runway, but then I'm going to show you here what the actual procedures are selected. As you can see, departures and arrival procedures are also selected. And then you file that plan with ATC at the bottom selection there, and with the map and with the aircraft, send it to the aircraft computer, and away you go. You're ready to start your flight. Now, having a look at Beyond ATC in this example as well, integration, as well as with GSX Pro, so you'll see a lot more going on. Here we are in the aircraft, and of course the first thing we're going to do is add some power. In this case, we're going to first we're going to actually download the Simbrief plan into the system. You got confirmation there. There's the flight plan and all the details, where you can also pull information if you didn't pull it off from Simbrief earlier. Make sure that you set your load and apply it. Load that from Simbrief as well. Sometimes I adjust these figures. Not today. Today we're just going to apply it instantly to the aircraft, and there we go. Okay, so it's applied. And now we will select APU on, just a shortcut to simplify one set of procedures that can be very repetitive if you fly a lot. Airplane is warming up. We will initialize the computer. There's our basic information pulled into the computer. Also, the information that we synced in our. We didn't sync it yet. That's why we're back here at the flight board. Make sure the runway is correct. 8R, 8 right. Add the weight. We need that weight. Pull that weight ZFW from the payload screen here. There it is. Right, ZFW. And we're going to add that. Sometimes it adds automatically. I'm a little puzzled about this particular thing. There it is right there. We're going to add that into the weight section here. So use to type it in. And then calculate, sync, calculate, and send that to our MCDU as well. Send that to the flight computer. To data. There we go. Received and programmed. And now we need those numbers. We need the QNH, pressure at sea level. We need the temperature. We need the wind speed and magnetic direction. And I've already written those down on my little sheet as you saw earlier. So I'm just going to add those now. 30.49 is our pressure, barometric pressure. The temperature is 6 degrees, and magnetic wind and wind direction. Speed and direction. Next, onto the ZFW, the weight and center of gravity numbers. We pulled those from here. I had them written down, but I'm showing you where you can get them. If you haven't written them down in advance, and then you need them. Add here. Lately, I've been having some trouble getting it to take. So there you see there. So it didn't take that time. Sometimes if that happens, eventually I ignore it, but it's a pain. And then we go to the navigation screen, radar navigation. We add our ILS frequency for runway 34 right, 110.3, and landing final direction course at 034, of course, to match the runway. Add our details. Departure is 08R. We're flying from Stanley 5. Insert that into the flight plan. And for our arrival at SeaTac, we are arriving 34 right. There it is. Auto procedure Mariner 8. And rush is our transition. There you go. We're all done with that part. Now we will get beyond ATC involved here. I've got the settings on automatic. I'm still learning the brevity code. So for now, using the settings on automatic is a lot easier. Let the computer do the talking. Select clearance delivery, and away we go.
Expect runway 08 right. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vector touch. Scope 2136. Flare 800.
I'm waiting for my turn here.
Flare 800. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
When you add full ATC
Ground 121.7 when ready. Flare 800.
You get placed in a line waiting for a bunch of other guys.
Air Canada 1058. Ready to pick up IF our clearance to McCarran.
Let's wait for this guy now. I am Air Canada 515.
Air Canada 1058. Vancouver delivery. Expect runway 08 right. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line. Then expect radar vectors talk. Squawk 6941. Vancouver delivery. Expect runway 08 right. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line. Then expect radar vectors talk.
Here's
Squawk
what's actually happening in the
6420.
app. You can see I pulled it in so you can have a look.
Expect runway 08 right. Climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then
I keep
expect
this open
radar
in a
vector
separate
stock.
screen.
Squawk 6420. SkyWest 3941.
And eventually we'll get our
SkyWest
turn.
3941. Read back correct.
Pretty
Contact
quickly.
ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. SkyWest 3941. Have a good day.
There, finally got mine in.
Air
Press
Canada
clearance.
515, on our way to Seattle-Tacoma Airport. Air Canada 515, Vancouver delivery. Expect runway 08 right. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line, then expect radar vectors Roche. Squawk 4554. Expect runway 08 right. Climb 6,000 feet on runway center line, then expect radar vectors Roche. Squawk 4554. Air Canada 515.
Making progress.
Air Canada 515. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Usually the responding
Ground
voice is quite different.
121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. Air Canada 515.
So this was an exception. Kind of strange. And they call for pushback using GSX.
Air Canada 515. Stand 66. Request pushback and engine start.
But first ask
United
for
1230. Hold position for traffic. I'll call you back. Hold position, United 1230. Flare 800. Cross runway 13 at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Lima 4.
The system definitely makes for longer flight time.
Cross runway 13 at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Lima 4, flare 800.
But if you like that sensation of being there, then Beyond ATC is great.
WestJet 172. Contact Vancouver Tower 118.7. Have a good day.
Contact Tower 118.7, WestJet 172.
Air Canada 515. Vancouver ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face
Finally.
west.
Does take a little while.
Pushback approved. Face west. Air Canada 515.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for
Transition
engine start.
level
No push
180.
completed. Brakes are set.
Advise on initial contact. You have information uniform. Vancouver Airport information uniform. 2256 Zulu. Wind 080 at 6. Visibility tree 0. Few clouds at 2,600. Few clouds at 3,300. Few clouds at 16,000. Few clouds at 18,000. Temperature 05. Dew point -00. Altimeter tree 060. VFR conditions. Landing runway 08 left. Departing runway 08 right. Transition level 180. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Vancouver Airport Information Uniform, 2256 Zulu. Wind 080 at 6. Visibility tree 0. Few clouds at 2,600. Few clouds at 3,300. Few clouds at 16,000. Few clouds at...
Air North 564, IFR to Whitehorse Airport.
Release parking brakes,
1,600.
please.
Few clouds at 3,300. Few clouds at 16,000. Few clouds at 18,000. Temperature 05. Dew point minus 00. Air North 564, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.7 when ready. Air North 564. Have a good day.
So as we're going through the pushback routine, let's tell you a little more about Beyond ATC. It's been pretty impressive. The traffic utilization, the actual traffic you see on the ground in an airport and the parked aircraft are more diverse, and there's more of them at almost any airport I've compared, which I've compared 4 or 5 now. That part's really nice. I've been experimenting with voice and it works really, really well. It's quite astonishing, actually. You still have all this great diversity of responses and of other aircraft voices and other controllers, but your own voice will be taken, will be responded to appropriately. You'll be called on mistakes and asked to repeat yourself, and it can be quite annoying at times. But I am gradually learning to get the calls correct and in the correct form. It seems to be really critical. It's quite neat. I'm definitely happy with it, and I think it's just about every way, and as it will continually improve. I'm sure they're working on fixes now, they're working on improvements, so all that looks really, really good. Highly recommended. So we're just finishing the pushback procedure here, and then I'll start the engine, and we'll get taxi clearance, and then clearance to the departure runway also. So a few more steps yet to go here.
Please set parking brakes. Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
060.
You can disconnect.
VFR conditions. Landing runway 08 left. Departing runway 08 right. Transition level 180. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Vancouver Airport Information Uniform, 2256 Zulu. Wind 080 at 6. Visibility tree 0. Few clouds at 2,600. Few clouds at 3,300. Few clouds at 16,000. Few clouds at 18,000. Temperature 05. Dew point minus 00. Altimeter tree 060. Air Canada 515, taxi for departure.
Air Canada 515, runway 08 right taxi via Juliet Alpha, Juliet, Lima. Hold short runway 13.
Runway 08 right taxi via Juliet Alpha, Juliet, Lima. Hold short runway 13, Air Canada 515.
And just pulling the B-ATC interface back again so you can have a look at what's going on here. And yes, I can select my location and the runway map, which will help me get to my destination.
Taxi via Lima, Lima 4. Vancouver Tower 118.7. Contact Tower 118.7, November 204 Bravo Golf. All aircraft be advised information Victor now current, altimeter 3060. WestJet 118, contact Vancouver Tower 118.7, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 118.7, WestJet 118. Have a good day.
Air Canada 515, cross runway 13 at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Lima 4.
Cross runway 13 at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Lima 4, Air Canada 515.
Japan 115 Heavy, cross runway 13 at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Lima 4.
Cross runway 13 at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Lima 4, Air Japan 115 Heavy.
Air Canada 515, contact Vancouver Tower 118.7.
Over to Tower 118.7, Air Canada 515.
WestJet 118, Vancouver Tower, wind 080 at tree, fly runway heading, runway 08 right, clear for takeoff.
Air Canada 515, holding short, runway 08 right.
Fly runway heading, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, WestJet 118.
Air Canada 515, Vancouver Tower, wind 080 at tree, fly heading 080, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 080, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 515.
November 20 for Bravo Golf, contact Vancouver departure 132.3. Air Japan 115 Heavy, hold short of 08 right, departing traffic.
Aham, hold short of 08 right for traffic. Air Japan 115 Heavy.
Air Japan 115 Heavy, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Dive and wait, runway 08 right, Air Japan 115 Heavy.
Air Japan 115 Heavy, Vancouver Tower, wind 080 at tree, fly runway heading, runway 08 right, cleared for takeoff.
Air Japan 115 Heavy.
Air Canada 515, reset transponder. Squawk 4554.
Squawk 4554, Air Canada 515.
SkyWest 3941, ready for departure, runway 08 right.
SkyWest 3941, runway 08 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 08 right, SkyWest 3941.
Contact Vancouver departure 132.3, Air Canada 515. Vancouver departure, Air Canada 515, 10,700 feet.
Air Canada 515, Vancouver departure, good day, identified, descend to 10,000 feet, altimeter 3060.
Descend to 10,000 feet, altimeter 3060, Air Canada 515.
Air Canada 515, Vancouver departure, expect Mariner 8, runway 16 left.